Hello there guys, and welcome to this Explain 11 video. Today we're going to be taking a closer look at the Fournier RF-6B 100 developed by Avius 71. The Avius 71 is comprised of two developers, and they are both aviation enthusiasts, and one of them is actually a real-world pilot from what I understand. And they've actually spent countless hours in order to build an aircraft with an accurate flight model that represents the real aircraft. Now, I haven't flown a Fournier before, but I've flown a lot of smaller aircraft, general aviation aircraft like the Piper 28, the Cessna 172, the Cessna 182, and let me tell you that this aircraft handles like a real aircraft up in the air. We are currently situated at London City Airport, Echo Golf Lima Charlie, and what I'd like to do in this video is show you the exterior, the interior models of this aircraft, and then take it for a flight to put it to the test and see how it really handles. As you can see, the exterior modeling of this aircraft is done to a high standard, and let me tell you, my favorite part in this aircraft are those wings. The texture work on those wings is simply outstanding. The texture work here looks pretty realistic, and overall the aircraft looks pretty good. I'm not sure if they actually used the Explain 11 reflection features, but overall this aircraft looks incredibly realistic from the outside. Alright, so as you can see, the interior of this aircraft falls nothing short of what we saw in the exterior model. In fact, I think the interior looks even better than the exterior. The panel work here, as you can see, there's that dirt and rust. It gives you that old look all the way down here. And let me tell you, everything you see here is a replica of the real aircraft. A job very well done in modeling this aircraft and making it look, like the real aircraft. So I don't want to really spend too much time on the visuals. I really want to show you how this aircraft flies, because it really is one of the finest aircrafts I've flown in Explain. So let's go ahead, and battery master is on. Let me make sure the parking brake is set. And mixture on rich. Let's crack the throttle and fuel here, and let's go ahead and start the engine. By the way, another thing that I really like about this aircraft is the sounds. The sounds are actually pretty good. They're pretty realistic. Okay, so let's go ahead here and turn on the landing lights, nav lights, and the strobe. Okay, and one of my subscribers actually told me that for this aircraft that you shouldn't actually take off with the flaps. The flaps should be retracted, and I read the manual, and it says that the flap position should be as required. So as required means the type of runway and the temperature at the at the time of departure will determine the flap settings. So we'll leave the flaps retracted, and we'll go ahead and depart. I really like this vibration here on this panel right there. Again, very realistic and very immersive. Let's take a look at the aircraft from the outside with the lights. Okay, I think it's time for us to depart. So let's go ahead and release the parking brake. And I do want to show you one thing. I'm going to hit the brakes again. And just that bounce is very realistic. Alright, so let's go ahead and give it full power. knots and rotate. Alright folks, we are now at about 100 knots and just above 1,000 feet, so let's go ahead and do a few maneuvers. So I'm going to begin with my favorite test, which is the rudder test, and we'll do a right rudder, beautiful, and left rudder. Now that is very realistic. Okay, let me reduce throttle here. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a left turn with rudder, just a little bit of rudder. Alright, let's go ahead and see that in a replay. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give it a little bit more power to gain some speed, and then I do want to try to do a spin. Let's see what happens. Okay. Alright, let's just take it to about 100 knots. Alright, let's see. Okay, we're fine. Okay. And now let's do the following. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we've done a few tests now. Let's go ahead and try a stall test. Okay, and let's see what happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch all the way up, and I'm going to reduce power to idle, and let's see what happens. There's the stall warning. Alright, let's pitch down and give it power. There we go. So far, so good. Okay. Now, I want to show you something, and I hope I don't blow up the engines like I did last time. But I do want to show you what happens when I put the power on idle and then put pitch down. Okay? So, power on idle. Let's straighten the aircraft and let's pitch all the way down. Let me tell you, this is a lot of fun. If you like smaller aircraft, this is going to be a lot of joy. It's going to bring a lot of joy to your flying experience. It's a lot of fun to fly this aircraft. Okay, let's go ahead and see where we are now. Alright, so the airport is somewhere right back there. Alright folks, we're going to head back to the airport now and land. And let's see how this aircraft behaves. There we go, that's the runway. Alright, we need to reduce speed. And let's get lined up. Okay, a safe speed for lowering the flaps. I really like the reflections here on the fuselage. This aircraft is really a lot of fun to fly, and I hope that you guys were able to see what you can do with this aircraft. So, alright, here we go. let's begin reducing power. Apparently you guys liked the part of the last video where, you know, the engines blew up. So I'll leave it to chance again. If it happens again, I'll definitely not edit the video because some people actually were, you know, having fun with it. Okay, that was a bit of a long landing, and you know, controlling this aircraft on the ground is extremely difficult. I'll tell you that. Now, I'm not sure if this is how the real aircraft is, or I really don't know. But maybe you guys who've flown this aircraft perhaps can shed some light on this. Well, folks, this is going to be the end of our short show today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other. I will see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now.